Bapak Rusdi Umar PhD, and the Honorable Director of Ahmadlan Global Engagement, Bapak Dwi Santoso PhD, distinguished guests and speakers from University of Granada, Spain, Dr. Ignacio Jose Blanco Medina, as the Director of International Strategy, Vice President for Internationalization, and Francisco Montoro, the Director of Modern Language Center, Jose Antonio Martinez Aroza, the Coordinator of the International Mobility Program, and Cassandra Souza as the Coordinator of the Study Abroad Program. We'd like to also recognize the attendance of our colleagues from Indonesian universities under the ISMA Consortium, and all of our colleagues from Universitas Ahmadlan, the Dean, the Head of Study Programs, and so on. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Buenas tardes, Spain. I think it's good afternoon, yeah? And also good afternoon, Indonesia. I forgot that we have a time difference now. Cassandra, I experienced your situation. And a hearty and warm greeting from Universitas Ahmadlan. Welcome to the ISMA Partnership Meeting hosted by Universitas Ahmadlan with our guest from University of Granada. On this special occasion, we are going to implement one of the objectives of ISMA program, which is strengthening or initiating the collaboration between the host and home universities of ISMA program in the batch of 2021. And we have here our speakers from University of Granada, Spain, who are going to present to us the brief introduction of University of Granada and also the potential collaborations in the future for ISMA network in 2021. And before we proceed with the main agenda, may I briefly highlight the flow of the event today. First of all, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Ida Puspita. I'm going to be the moderator of the event. And the first agenda today is the opening, which is ongoing at the moment. The second agenda is singing the national anthem of Republic of Indonesia, Indonesia Raya. The third agenda is a video profile from Universitas Ahmadlan. The fourth agenda is remarks. The first remarks will be from Pak Junaidi as the Deputy Director of Project Management Office. And the second remarks will be from the Vice Rector of Academic Affairs of Universitas Ahmadlan. The third remarks will be from the Director of Ahmadlan Global Engagement. And before the main agenda, there will be a break for photo taking session for a couple of seconds. And the main agenda will be the presentation from University of Granada, and it will be presented by 4 speakers from UGR. The first is Ignacio Jose Blanco Medina as the Vice President for Internationalization. The second speaker will be Jose Antonio Martinez Aroza, and it will be followed by Francisco Montoro, and the last speaker will be Cassandra Souza. And after the presentation, we will we're going to have discussion within the consortium of ISMA for University of Granada and Indonesian universities. And the last one is closing. So distinguished delegates from Spain and also from Indonesia, let's now move on to the next agenda, which is singing our national anthem of Indonesia Raya. Please host help us to play the video. There is no voice. Menurun, there is no sound, unfortunately. Thank you, Mbak Nurun. So, ladies and gentlemen, so we are now watching our video profile from Universitas Ahmadlan for our colleagues from Universitas. Mbak Nurun, could you please stop the video first? Mbak Nurun.
Since 1960.
Thank you, Mbak Nurun. So we are going to give a brief introduction of Universitas Ahmadlan through our profile video to our colleagues from University of Granada and also to our colleagues from Indonesia. Mbak Nurun, please.
We have been trying to contribute to the nation by developing and optimizing the potential of the people through education. Every year, more than 7,000 new students from within the country and abroad enroll in UAD. With innovation, technology and creativity that are based on intellectual and moral integrity, perfected by Islamic values, we create a comfortable and stimulating learning atmosphere. The public trust in us is proven by the increasing number of new students from year to year. Currently, there are more than 26,000 active students from various regions of the country. Our continuous internationalization efforts are shown with the distribution of foreign students at our university from various countries. The high-achieving climate developed at the campus supports our chosen students to compete in various competitions, both at national and international levels. We equip students with the required experience to participate in various international cooperation programs through joint degree, double degree, short course, summer camp, and competition programs at international level. As a Muhammadiyah higher education institution, we make Al-Islam and Kemuhammadiyahan as the foundation for our campus life. Fun learning with various activities are promoted to develop the potentials and interests of the students. The students' organizations and 3 Muhammadiyah autonomic organizations that we offer are the best choice for students to channel their interest and potentials both in academic and non-academic activities. With the increasingly fast technological advances, we improve the quality of our internet connection for comfortable online learning through e-learning, as well as for various payment and tuition transactions. We have a smart room that can integrate all campus management information system that is displayed on executive dashboard system, making it convenient for immediate decision making and providing fast and optimum services for lecturers, educational staff, students, and their guardians. Besides, we can also carry out social media analysis, teleconference, or online meeting. With more than 750 competent educators with the best qualification in their fields. Since 2017, we have been accredited A by the National Accreditation Board for Higher Education. Besides, we also managed to record a variety of notable achievements. We are working to provide quality education with the best learning system for our students. Now, we have 11 faculties and 52 study programs for both undergraduate and postgraduate programs. Adequate facilities, friendly services, professional educators are our focus. Comfortable classrooms, integrated laboratories, amphitheater with 3D facilities and smart presentation, observatory, as well as libraries with complete collection are utilized to support students' learning activities. Education, research, and community service are the main objective for higher education. In terms of research, we are trying to create a conducive research climate. We are also working to encourage lecturers to continue improving their research to produce a variety of innovations that are aimed to benefit the society through appropriate and efficient technology. Our target in scientific publication in the form of books, publication in accredited national journals or reputable international journals continues to experience a significant increase. With 78 journals in various fields of science, 33 SINTA accredited journals, 3 of which are Scopus Index, UAD is the first and only Muhammadiyah higher education institution with 3 reputable international Scopus Index journals. Moreover, UAD also records an achievement in the field of community service by getting recognition and transforming from very satisfactory cluster to a superior cluster. We built a strong network with various institutions, organizations, and universities proven with various track records in national and international corporations. The corporations established promote activities in the fields of education, research and community service with seminars, workshop, publications, and various other programs. We are forging multi-year cooperation with the European Union Erasmus Plus through the capacity building for higher education program in the development of entrepreneurship and disaster management. Alumni are valuable assets for a university. For that, we are continuously improving the quality of our graduates. To know the competency of our graduates as workers, we conduct a treasure study by maximizing the participation of alumni through KAMADA, Alumni Associations of Universitas Ahmadlan. For the development of science-based business economy, we have a number of business units: PT Adi Multi Energi, PT Adi Multi Kalibrasi, PT BPRS Karana Kiat Andalas, PT Adi Multi Husada, PT Adi Multi Teknologi, PT Adi Multi Property, PT Adi Multi Boga, and PT Adi Multimedia.
Thank you, Mbak Nurun, for the video profile. So I am pleasure now to invite our first remark from the Deputy Director of Management Office, Emancipated Learning, Bapak Junaidi. Pak Jun, the screen is yours. Pak Jun, you're still on mute.
Okay, sorry. Thank you, Bu Ida.
Yes. Spotlight.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good morning and good afternoon. First of all, Prof. Rusdi Umar, the Vice Director for Academic Affairs, Universitas Ahmadlan. Also, Professor Ignacio Jose Bianco, Director International Strategy, Vice Director for Internationalization. Dr. Francisco Montoro, Director of Modern Language Center. Dr. Jose Antonio Martinez, Coordinator of International Credit Mobility Program, and also our good friend Cassandra, Coordinator of the Study Abroad Program. Also, my colleague, Head of International Office from participating University of ISMA program. Very good day to us all. So first of all, I'm very delighted to have this meeting. First of all, our congratulations to University of Granada, who has been awarded by our ministry, recognized as the best partner university in the ISMA program. So congratulations. So that shows that your collaboration is very meaningful, and we really appreciate all your efforts to make the best learning experience for the ISMA awardees. So as part of the ISMA 2021 program, we have this partnership week. The purpose of this partnership week is to give opportunities for participating universities in Indonesia to collaborate with 43 partner universities in the ISMA program. So hopefully with this program, Indonesian universities can expand or explore partnership or collaboration with University of Granada. So our colleague here comes from different parts of Indonesia, although mostly in Java Island. So hopefully you can explore different opportunities to have ISMA-like program in the future, or research collaborations, publications, staff, or other student mobility, or other activities that you think would be possible. So we do hope that this program, this discussion this afternoon or this morning would be a start of many collaborations for all of you that would benefit both universities in Indonesia participating in ISMA, as well as for University of Granada to have more international partners, particularly in Indonesia. So finally, I'd like to say once again, thank you to Pak Rusdi for hosting this event, and thank you for letting Bu Ida contributing to this program. She
Welcome,
is
sir.
very
Welcome.
hardworking. So and also to our partners from Granada, I hope you have a meaningful discussion with our colleague here in Indonesia. So thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Pak Jun, for the opening speech from the Ministry of Education, Culture, Research and Technology on behalf of the Ministry. And our next remarks will be from our Vice Rector for Academic Affairs from Universitas Ahmadlan, Bapak Rusdi Umar, PhD. Please, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Bu Ida. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Guest, Deputy Director of Project Management Office, Emancipated Learning, Ministry of Education, Culture, Research and Technology, Bapak Junaidi, MA. The Honorable Speakers, all of them are from University of Granada. Ignacio Jose Blanco Medina, Director of International Strategy, Vice President for Internationalization. Francisco Montoro, the Director of Modern Language Center. Jose Antonio Martinez Aroza, the Coordinator of the International Credit Mobility Program. And also Cassandra Souza, the Coordinator of Study Abroad Program. All representatives from Indonesia, universities in the ISMA program, and also our colleague from Universitas Ahmadlan, Head of Ahmadlan Global Engagement, Dr. Dwi Santoso, Head of International Partnership Division, Ibu Ida Puspita, and also Head of some study program. Good afternoon from Indonesia. First of all, on behalf of Universitas Ahmadlan, we'd like to express our gratitude to be given the opportunity by ISMA program. ISMA stands for Indonesian International Student Mobility Award, Ministry of Education, Culture, Research and Technology, that to be the host of this event, ISMA partnership meeting with University of Granada, Spain. We are very honored to be a part of the series of historical moments in ISMA program through the ISMA Partnership Week event. A very warm welcome from Indonesia, from Universitas Ahmadlan especially, for all our distinguished guests from Indonesia and the honorable speakers from University of Granada. We also would like to say thank you very much for Bapak Junaidi MA as the Deputy Director of Project Management Office, Emancipated Learning, Ministry of Education, Culture, Research and Technology for attending this event today. Also to Ignacio Jose Blanco Medina, the Director of International Strategy, Vice President for Internationalization, and all respected speakers from University of Granada, to all of the representatives from international office from Indonesian universities under the ISMA consortium. Through this event, we hope to get to know more about University of Granada and to explore the possibilities for the future collaboration for all Indonesian universities from the ISMA network. I think not only for UAD, but for all Indonesian universities. Indonesian International Student Mobility Awards, also called as ISMA, has been one of the most outstanding flagship program from the Ministry of Education, Culture, Research and Technology under the Merdeka Belajar Kampus Merdeka, or we call it as Emancipated Learning Education Policy. It is a big pride for Indonesian universities to send their students to the ISMA program. In the ISMA 2021, we are grateful that some of our students were successful in the ISMA selection and study for one semester at university in Europe. One of them is University of Granada, namely Arifin. I hope that all of you from University of Granada still remember him. And also that I hope we can send more students in the ISMA program in 2022. Because we prepare more than last year. We also hope that we can initiate other possibilities collaboration outside of the ISMA program. So not only for the ISMA program, that trigger has been started from the ISMA partnership and can be maintained in the future. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please kindly allow me to give a brief introduction of Universitas Ahmadlan. Even though we have just watched the video about Universitas Ahmadlan, I will say it in a different word. We are one of the private universities under the Muhammadiyah Foundation established in 1960, 60 years ago. UAD or Universitas Ahmadlan is a comprehensive university with 11 faculties, 36 undergraduate programs, 1 vocational program, 13 master degree programs, and 3 profession programs. Our student body is about 27,000 students, including 174 active international students in 2022. The international collaboration that we have at UAD are, we have 3 projects of Erasmus Plus, capacity building for higher education. We have also joint degree program, credit transfer, student exchange, joint research product commercialization, joint seminar, internship, summer course, lecture exchange, and international community engagement program. So with this, all of the program, I think there will be a big opportunity to make more collaboration with University of Granada. We hope that through this event, we can elaborate the potential collaboration with University of Granada together with the other Indonesian universities who are attending this event today. Please make this event fruitful for all of you, all the Indonesian universities. Our big appreciation goes to Ahmadlan Global Engagement Office, especially for the team of International Partnership Division to prepare for this partnership meeting. Finally, we wish you a fruitful and productive discussion today. Thank you very much. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Pak Rusdi. And now the last but not least, remarks from Universitas Ahmadlan, from the Director of Ahmadlan Global Engagement, Bapak Dwi Santoso PhD. The screen is yours.
Well, okay. Thank you very much, Buida, for the time. Okay, first of all, I would like to say congratulations for this program, and thank you very much for trusting UAD for hosting this program. First of all, I would like to say thank you very much for Pak Junaidi from the representative of Dikti. I would like to say thank you very much, Pak Junaidi, for trusting UAD as the host of this program. The second, I would like to say thank you very much for the Vice Rector for the Academic Affair for Pak Rusdi PhD. And also for the Excellency, Mr. Ignacio Jose Blanco Medina, the Director of the International Strategy or the Vice President for the Internationalization. Also for Mr. Francisco Montoro, the Director of Modern Language Center. Mr. Jose Antonio Martinez Arosa, the Coordinator of the International Credit Mobility Program. And also Ms. Cassandra Souza, the Coordinator of the Study Abroad Program. Also, thank you very much for all the delegation from all the universities in Indonesia who have joined the program today. We do hope that this program is not only the introduction of the Granada to the universities in Indonesia, but also there will be a realization of the collaboration, because we do hope that there will be a collaboration between the universities joining this program with the Granada University. Thank you very much for, especially for Granada University, who welcome one of our best students, Mas Muhammad Arifin. He's very happy to be able to join your university, and then he also already shared the experience joining the program for the ISMA program. We do hope that in the near future, the student in Ahmadlan University, especially for this year, can be more and more to join the program of this ISMA program. Okay, I do hope that we will have a very fruitful collaboration between the university partner with Granada University, especially Universitas Ahmadlan. And we do hope also that after signing the MOU, there will be the very real realization of a program like what we have already discussed, already told by Pak Junaidi, like joint research, joint supervision, student exchange, lecturers exchange, and so on and so forth. So we do hope that this program will be very helpful to all the universities partner to join and also to collaborate with Granada University, one of the best universities in the world. We are so happy when we are so delighted to be able to know Granada University. Thank you very much. We do hope that this program will be running well. And thank you very much for Vida, who have already hosted this program. Me, as the head of the Ahmadlan Global Collaboration, would like to say once again, thank you very much for this program. We do hope that this program will be running very well. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye-bye.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Pak Dwi. And we're going to proceed with the main agenda. However, I'd like to invite all of the attendees to open the camera so we can have photo taking session for a couple of seconds before we moving on to this next agenda. Mbak Nurun, would you please help us to take the pictures?
Okay. Could you please turn on your camera? Okay. First page. Smile, please. Okay. Please wait a moment. Okay. Second page. Smile, please. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Mbak Nurul. So distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, we will now proceed with the next agenda, which is the presentation from University of Granada about the university itself and also internationalization and also the possibilities for our future collaboration. And let's now give the floor to Dr. Ignacio Jose Blanco Medina as the Director of International Strategy, Vice President for Internationalization. The screen is yours. Dr. Jose, please.
Thank you. I think my sound is okay. You can hear me well?
Yes, perfect.
Good morning, dear colleagues from the ISMA Consortium, dear representatives from the University Ahmadlan, also colleagues from the Indonesian institutions. Okay, my name is Ignacio Blanco. I'm not used to hear my long name, you know, with all the family name and so on, but everybody knows me as Nacho. That is the short one for Ignacio here in Spain, and it's easier. So I'm the Director for International Strategy at the Vice Rectorate for Internationalization. And first of all, I would like to show you a small presentation video from the University of Granada. And then I'm going to introduce you with voice, with using my own voice for the possibilities for the University of Granada offering you the collaboration. I'm going to try to share my screen. And also, you know, the video, please let me know if it's working. I think it's going to be possible, but I have to find where to share also the audio. That is quite important. I don't know if you are going to be able to see it. I don't know, can you hear the voice or it's not hearing?
No.
No, it's not hearing. No, I'm going to try. Okay, I'm trying. Anyway, I'm going to share with you. Oh, no, the background is completely out of the line. And it's out of the line completely. Now it's working again. So I'm going to go directly to the presentation, okay? And I'm going to share with you the video if you want to check it on the YouTube because it's available. Pepe, if you can share with them the video on the chat, it would be appreciated. Now I'm going to share the presentation and start talking. I think you can see it. It's okay?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Welcome, at least digitally, to University of Granada. Our university was established in Granada in 1531. We are close to celebrate our 500 years running. Okay, our university is the continuation of the Arabic University, the Madrasa, that was established in 1349 here at the university. Even the own building of the Madrasa is still a part of the university. It was created by Charles V in 1526, but you know, only until the Pope from Rome gave his acceptance of that. It happened in 1531, so it is considered the official creation. We are close to celebrate our 500th anniversary, but it's going to be like 5 years of celebrations coming from the creation from the emperor to the establishment by the papal bull. We are an intercontinental university having different campuses in 3 different Spanish universities, 2 of them in the south of the Spanish peninsula in Granada, and 2 of them in the north of the African continent, in the north of Morocco, that is the 2 autonomous cities of Ceuta and Melilla. University of Granada is the one providing services in those cities. So there is a very intercultural also university, because we have a lot of students even going across the border from Morocco to Spain every day to attend lessons and cooperate with their students fellows in our university. Oh, the main seat of the university is located in the city of Granada. That is a very rich culturally and historically university city in Spain. We are connected to all the continents through the cooperation with many different institutions, also public, private, and many ministries around the world. We are proud to be a university open to the world. We receive students from 150 different countries. We have a very strong connection to Europe, Latin America, of course, Asia, and the Mediterranean. And we are the coordinator of one of the selected proposals of the first call for the European University Alliances, the one that is called ARCUS. We are the leading European university in student mobility because we have a lot of multilateral agreements with many different institutions, more than 1,000. The city and the university are very interrelated. Even we have a very good and strong cooperation with the city, and the city with us, of course. We have a part of the city. Even our faculties, most of them are integrated with the city itself. We are a very powerful actor for the economic life in our city and our region. And of course, we provide a lot of titles and programs of the highest level. The number of students that we have is even higher than 56,000 students. And we receive, as I said before, many students from many different countries. 8% of our students are international, coming from other institutions, and 25% of our postgraduate students are coming from international background. Our university is integrated by 27 faculties in the 5 different campuses, because 3 of them are in Granada, 2 of them in Ceuta and Melilla. We have 124 departments, 18 research institutes, 5 research centers, and more than 500 research groups in our university. We offer a full range of undergraduate and postgraduate programs, 90 bachelor degrees, 112 master programs, 28 doctoral programs in 3 major doctoral schools, and of course an extensive offer of what we call cursos propios, that is expert certificate summer and online courses, including the MOOC initiative of the university. Our master's degrees cover the fields of experimental sciences, arts and humanities, engineering and architecture, social sciences and law, and health sciences. Our doctoral programs, organized in the 3 major schools for doctoral studies, cover the fields of science, technology and engineering, humanities, social sciences and law, and health sciences. Our internationalization, it's supported by more than 100 bilateral and multilateral mobility agreements with more than 800 institutions. We are now running a pilot program for the internationalization of the curriculum that is involving all our titles and programs with the internationalization, and considering all their activities that now they are running as internationalization part of the university, because we have a 24% of graduates with a significant international experience. We are trying to increase these rates of our students, having an international experience even without moving from the university, like receiving people from outside or even cooperating using digital technologies. We are involved in more than 50 international cooperation projects. Those projects are not related directly to research, but covering with the Erasmus Plus different programs and calls. As I mentioned before, we are the main coordinator of the Arcus University Alliance in Europe, that is integrated by 7 different institutions, including the University of Granada. We are all transversal universities covering all the different fields of science and knowledge. And we are trying to go through a European model of university, really engage with European and global citizenship, but also to contribute to multiculturality, multilingual, and also the inclusive Europe open to the world. Of course, we are trying to reach a joint research capacity in all the partners university, and also to deal with the great societal challenges of the running century and the coming one. The different institutions involved in the Arcus European Alliance are University of Lyon in France, Padua in Italy, Graz in Austria, Leipzig in Germany, Vilnius in Lithuania, and Bergen in Norway. We are covering, as we mentioned before, different aspects from transversal universities, such as research support and early stage research development, running or led by University of Graz, entrepreneurial university and regional engagement, running by University of Lyon, widening access, inclusion, and diversity, led by University of Padua, multilingual and multicultural university, led by University of Leipzig, student center frameworks for quality learning, led by University of Vilnius, and engaged European citizens, led by University of Bergen. So you know that our key alliance activities are the staff development, the joint research, the joint programs, the open mobility, the common policies in all the Arcus universities, but also trying to gain a European model to be spread through Europe, and of course to share resources such as research, infrastructure, such as the training, teaching and learning catalog, and training for the staff. We are also a member of the Coimbra group of universities since the 1995 when it was created. We are one of the founders. That is a group with 41 leading European research universities in small cities, more of them, not capital cities in most of the cases, but now we have some capital cities, big universities in capital cities, and we held the presidency of the university of the Coimbra group of universities from 2010 to 2017. We are also members on different networks and associations through Europe and around the world that you can see in the slides. We have like 142 international research projects around the world with the different continents. We have also an office and very committed to development cooperation, committed to global justice. We are cooperated in more than 100 international cooperation projects in Africa and Latin America for the past 10 years. We can see in this picture to Jose Martinez, who is going to have the floor some minutes from now. We have a very brand new health sciences technology part, what we call PTS, that are involving all the faculties and centers related and research centers related to to health sciences, and also the hospital of the city. And our university is internationally recognized for its excellence in research in various different fields. We have been recognized in many different rankings around the world. We have a very high position in the World Universities 2020 in ARWU that you can see in the pictures. We are going to share with you our presentation so you can check it personally and deeply if you are interested in that. We are in the top 100 in 3 areas. We are in the 150 top in 5 fields and in 6 areas in the top 200. We have examples of excellence in education, research, and knowledge transfer. We have an even technology cluster in digital technologies and information. We have different, our School for Computer Science and Telecommunication Engineering. We have a research center on information and communication technology, and also a business center that is related in one of the campuses of the university. We have also a very strong groups and center for education, research, and knowledge transfer in the field of Arabic studies, such as faculties of fine arts, translation and interpretation, political science and sociology, the Euro-Arab Foundation for Higher Studies, the Arabic Studies of the Spanish Higher Council for Scientific Research, the Alhambra School of Higher Research Studies, cooperated by the University of Granada, and the MOOC, Alhambra History, Art and Heritage, with more than 100,000 participants around the world by the time. We have a wide choice of Spanish and other languages courses through the Modern Language Center. One of the directors of the center is going to have the floor some minutes from now. We have a center who is a member of the Ruski Mir Foundation, our Russian center, and also the Instituto Confucius Institute, a delegation here at the University of Granada. But also we have many subjects in the faculties of philosophy and literature and translation and interpretation, providing a training in different languages. We are going to skip the Modern Language Center because he's going to be introduced by my colleague. And also we have a very strong local and regional engagement with our city and region. We are very integrated in our environment. So you have to consider that even our students is a very high number of the population of the city. And during the summer, our population is severely reduced when our students are leaving for home. We have many different top facilities and services for students and staff, such as accommodation, libraries, teaching resources, canteens, pedagogical advice, accessibility service, the connectivity, Wi-Fi connectivity through all the city, because some of our faculties are in the middle of the city, so people living around, they have the access to the university networks, sports, and much more. All the connections of the people coming from other institutions used to contact with our international welcome center. They are going to be supported through all this period of coming to the University of Granada, staying here, and also living, like finding for accommodation, having all the documents that they may need, and so on. They usually support professors and researchers. Students are usually coming through the contact with the International Relations Office of the university. We have also a mentor program of the University of Granada involving coming international students with a connection with other students, so they can be supported and helped through the adaptation period to the life in the city and also the universities. Of course, we have a very enthusiastic ambassadors around the world, our students, even our alumni, because we consider our students coming from other countries and institutions being ambassadors of the University of Granada, and they used to have a very good experience coming here. So it's pretty much what I wanted to talk to you about, and I'm open to the questions when the moment has come. Thank you very much. I don't know if I'm going to give the floor directly to my colleague, to Jose Martinez Aroza, who is the International Coordination Management of the university. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope it was clear and illustrative.
Thank you very much, Nacho, if I may. Is that correct? Yeah. Yeah. So it's not common in Indonesia to call somebody with nickname here, because we are quite a formal country. Yeah, we call the names with certain address in front, like sir, madam. Yeah. So it's not. It is considered impolite for us to call with the nickname.
No, feel comfortable with whenever you need.
Yeah.
Ignacio is only the name that my mother used with me when she's angry. So it's something even my students used to call me Nacho, but feel free. Dr. Blanco is perfect.
Okay, so Dr. Blanco. I prefer Dr. Blanco. Dr. Blanco, thank you very much for the insightful presentation. And I personally just know that University of Granada was studied I got a familiar word there, madrasah. Madrasah is familiar word for Islamic community. So maybe later on we can discuss about that during the discussion. And now the second speaker from University of Granada would be Francisco Montoro. Francis, the screen is yours.
I guess I'm sorry. I guess it's better to give the floor to Jose Martinez Aroza.
Okay, yeah. So Jose Martinez is going to be the second speaker from University of Granada, and it will be followed later on by Francis. Jose Antonio as the coordinator of the International Credit Mobility Program. The screen is yours, Jose.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, good afternoon. I'm very pleased to participate in this event. I would like to say thanks to authorities and representatives attending this meeting. I'm not able to tell all the names of the people attending this meeting. Sorry for that. I'm going to speak to you about mobility of students and staff in the framework of the Erasmus Plus program. For the University of Granada, the internationalization of the higher education is not an end in itself, but a means to achieving our end. Preparing our students to work in a globalized environment, both local and international, as well as teaching them to be critical, ethical, and responsible individuals and social actors of the world. Among many instruments that UGR uses to achieve its internationalization aims, please let me highlight only two of them. One, strengthen mobility programs for outgoing and incoming students and staff as a fulfilling international experience, and as a starting point for the campus internationalization, especially for those groups less represented in these activities. And two, improve the quality of outgoing and incoming mobility with regard to the academic and administrative aspects, paying particular attention to recognition processes and tutorial action programs. Among the main benefits of international mobility are these five. Academic benefit, that students can advance in their studies, which will be recognized at their home university, and check different teaching methods and systems. Linguistic benefit, that they can learn languages or improve their languages skills. Employability, they can broaden their work horizons and improve their curricula. Cultural, why not? They can meet other cultures, meet people from other countries. And of course, personal level. Mobility will favor their personal training and their social skills by making new friends. Just under the classic Erasmus program within the European Union, University of Granada, UGR, has moved more than 70,000 students, more or less half incoming, half outgoing, along the last 30 years. Currently, we move every year around 4,000, about 4,000 students all over the world, either under external or internal funds. In fact, our university is the most requested one in Europe, or among the most requested one in Europe, by international students. Which countries can participate in the Erasmus Plus program? The answer is very easy. All countries in the world. Well, I mean, all countries to or from which a mobility is possible. Participating countries are divided into 3 groups. 27 member states of the European Union. United Kingdom is no longer a member state. 6 associated states, such as Serbia, Iceland, Turkey, Norway, and other. And the other countries. 3rd countries not associated to the program, which are the other countries in the world, like Indonesia. The first 2 groups, member states and associated states, contribute financially to the program and have a national agency to manage it. In this way, there is a Spanish national agency who acts as an interlocutor and intermediary between the University of Granada or any other university in Spain and the European Union. On the other side, the 3rd countries not associated to the program, like Indonesia, are all other countries throughout the world and also benefit from our programs. Mobility of students and staff in the framework of Erasmus program is called K-Action 1. In particular, mobility between members of associated countries like Spain and 3rd countries not associated to the program like Indonesia is called K-Action 171. 171. This action is my area of responsibility. This program started on 2015. Okay, what kind of mobilities are included in the new Erasmus K-Action 171 program? As a general rule, it is a program intended for short-term mobilities in the frame of higher education. The standard for the UGR is students of 1st and 2nd cycle, that's to say bachelor and master students, 5 months scholarship. Doctorate students, 3 months. And for staff, 5 working days, plus 2 more days for travel. In all cases, the grant is really generous and more than enough to support travel and subsistence costs, expenses. Okay, what are the steps to follow in order to establish, to set up mobilities between the University of Granada and any other higher education institution from a 3rd country like yours? Formally, everything begins with an application that the University of Granada must submit to the Spanish National Agency. Currently, nowadays, we are involved in this step, and the selection of possible partners was already closed on January. Naturally, this is not really the first step, because the first step should be to have a previous mutual knowledge between both partners, including the expression of interest in performing mobilities that can benefit people and institutions. Once the national agency has approved the funds, this usually happens at summer, around July, then an interinstitutional agreement must be signed by both parts, establishing the quantities, the conditions, and the requirements of mobilities. After this, all the administrative and managing machinery can start. Publishing a call for mobilities, making a selection process, nominating candidates, making the learning agreements, and so on, until all mobilities are finished and closing reports are submitted. I'm not going to enter into many details of all this very complex process. By now, it is enough to say that most of the films are managed by the University of Granada. I would like to say something about the application that UGR has to submit to our national agency. The most important thing to take into account is that the application refers to a region of countries as a whole, not a particular country, not a particular partner institution. For example, Indonesia is in the Asia region, together with many more other countries in our application. Every year, we have to submit one application for Asia to our national agency. Of course, if in the application we make mention of the universities we want to work with and their particular specificities and areas of relevance, yes, of course. But the application is one, and it will be approved or rejected as a whole. It depends somehow the quality of the application. As you can imagine, we need the help of all partners in order to improve this quality and guarantee the approval of the application. In addition, there are many cases in which the number of approved mobilities is dramatically lower than requested. As a sample, we asked for 215 mobilities for Asia in the last call, 2020, and we got 50. We asked for 215 and we got 50 mobilities. In the current call, we have asked for 625 mobilities in Asia. So what we got is less than 25% of required. Now UGR has to explain to all its partners in Asia that we have to sign an interinstitutional agreement including only one or two mobilities, very far below the expectations. We understand that these are very few mobilities, but it is more than nothing. And at least it is a way to maintain a relation that both parts want to continue. So our Vice Rectorate of Internationalization, with the help of a team of regional advisors, has to decide every year which partners are to be included in the mobility program, which is certainly not a very easy task. Finally, if you need more information about the Erasmus Plus program for mobility, don't hesitate to contact me, directly or by means of Francisco, and they will be pleasant to help you. Thank you for your attention. Salam alaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you very much, Jose Antonio, for presenting about the Erasmus Plus program for international student mobility. So I'd like to invite the third speaker from UGR, Francisco Montoro, is the Director of Modern Language Center. The screen is yours, Francis.
Yeah, thank you, Ida, for giving me the floor. And good evening, salam alaikum to everybody in the meeting. Thank you all the representatives of the Indonesian government and the Vice Rector and the other colleagues from the University Ahmadlan for giving us the opportunity to build up relations with Indonesian universities. And finally, thanks to all the Indonesian universities who are attending this meeting. I hope they will have the chance to collaborate in the coming years. I would like to introduce the Center for Modern Languages, the Centro de Lenguas Modernas in Spanish. which is a key element for the University of Granada's internationalization strategy, and goes far beyond of a language school. The Center for Modern Languages handles the study abroad students who come to the University of Granada to study, maybe for one semester or maybe for a year, and which are out of the framework of exchange agreement. So the Center for Modern Languages is the appropriate place to study for this kind of students, of international students. In addition, the Center for Modern Language helps students who came to the University of Granada under an exchange agreement, helps them to improve their Spanish language level and to facilitate follow the lesson in the classroom. Furthermore, the center organizes cultural and language exchange activities between international students and students from the University of Granada, as well as inhabitants of the city of Granada, so the international students can have an holistic experience here in the city of Granada. And the Center for Modern Languages also participates in the international promotion of the University of Granada and can take part in the signing of international agreements with, for example, Indonesian universities. We are very proud to have received the award for the best university partner of the ISMA program in 2021. And having such a group of 27 students has been a very positive experience for all of us. All our teachers have spoken wonderful things about the Indonesian students, and they have been very, very great students. So thank you for sending them to us. Thank you. And we believe that for them it has also a very positive experience that we hope has provided them with values that will be useful through their adult life in the future. So we are looking forward to continuing to welcome students from Indonesian universities, both through the ISMA program. We have applied, obviously, for the next year, but also by using the services provided by our study abroad program. Finally, I would like to mention that the city of Granada has been one of the most significant cities in the history of Spain, and it is the city in Europe where the Islamic heritage remains in a stronger way, and it is a testimony to the coexistence of different cultures. It is a city with the right size to be able to move around easily and safely. And no doubt of that, it also has one of the best universities in Europe. So we expect to strengthen our links with all of you and to start to collaborate. And now Cassandra Sousa, who is responsible for our study abroad program, will inform you about all the courses and services offered by our center. And please note that she is also the person who has been taking care of the student from the ISMA program. He's something like a mommy of all of them. And I know you don't know her very well. So thank you to all of you. I think it's a turn of Cassandra to speak. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Francis. Cassandra, please, the screen is yours. You're still on mute, Cassandra?
Now it's okay, yes? Good. Thank you, Francis, Shukran, Francis, Ida, everybody here. So yeah, Cassandra, I think many of you have probably heard from me through email in one meeting or another. It's a pleasure as always to be here with everybody. I always say and always will say that, you know, I've been lucky enough to be here for almost every step of this process since it started over a year ago. But I'm only one face of the many people that are involved in this program. It has been a huge success, I think, for everybody. And I think we all know that by now. I mean, the students, the teachers, everyone in Indonesia, everyone in Spain, I think everyone from around the world that's had the pleasure of having participated in this program has said the same thing. It's been a huge success. It's been a lot of fun. It's been one of the things that really make our job wonderful. It's a pleasure to be here with the Universitas Ahmadlan. We hosted a student, Mohammed, from your university in this past intake in the fall, and we have a lot of really good memories with him. He had fantastic style, I have to say. He was always dressed wonderfully. So I wanted to just kind of briefly run over what our students did with us last semester at the Center of Modern Languages, and what we hope that that we can repeat with them in the future in many different aspects and programs, and really explore all of the different opportunities that this offers both to us and to students from Indonesia. So if you don't mind, I will share my screen briefly here and just run over a little brief information about the program. Unfortunately, I cannot make it full screen. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Thank you, Ida. So greetings from Granada, from the Center of Modern Languages of the university, and from the Study Abroad office. I have to mention my coworker, Maria Jose Vázquez. She's not here with us today. However, she is working side by side with me and the rest of the team in every step of the way, and she's a huge part of the program. I'm sure that you guys will meet her in future conversations. Again, welcome to the city of Granada, where you can really offer a little bit of everything to your students, both academically, culturally, historically, activities. You know, there's a little bit of everything here for everybody, and in the past, we've seen that students really take advantage of it. So for requirements to study at the study abroad of the CLM, something that, you know, we've worked with students in the past, and it's never really been a problem. Minimum GPA of a 3 out of 4 scale, which is one of the most common scales that they use. A language level test, which is a key factor, but definitely not a problem for anybody. We work with students from all language level backgrounds. You know, the Indonesian group that was here last semester didn't have, I think most of them got level 1 or 2, and they still participated in everything. So it's just to make sure that they're at the right level of instruction while they're studying here. However, it is a key part of the program. And a student visa that allows them to stay in Spain for the length of their program. Many of us now know many things about this process. We support the students and provide them with most of the documents that they need in applying for the student visa as well. An overview of the programs, again, a really important thing here. One of the first, actually this first program that you can see here, the language and culture course in English, is the one that all 27 of our Indonesian students participated in last semester, and I think was the key factor to their success. Their classes are offered from a wide variety of academic backgrounds, and they're available in English. So they had the opportunity to study Spanish language, which all of them did, which I thought was great. But they could also study, you know, their other areas of interest in English, which allowed their academic experience here to really be successful. However, we do offer other courses, one very similar. However, all the classes are taught in Spanish, and then the Hispanic Studies course is a semester program as well, or an academic year for students with advanced Spanish language level skills. We do offer a variety of internships included in the program, and also an intensive Spanish language course if there was anyone coming from Indonesia that really wanted to dedicate themselves to learning the Spanish language. So they'd probably have an upper hand because there's a lot of Arabic influence in the Spanish language. So something our students told us a lot last year. They're like, a lot of Spanish words are from Arabic. Anyways, here you can see just a list I always like to include of all the different backgrounds that academic possibilities for students here. As Francis mentioned before, the Center of Modern Languages is much more than a modern language center. So they have the opportunity to study many things from many different areas of academic backgrounds. Internships opportunities are listed as well, and this is something that's always expanding. You know, we're always looking to explore new options and offer new things based on the availability and the interest of the students. Another key part of the program, and something that students really enjoy, is the activities calendar that's included with all of their with their program, where they get to visit points of cultural or historical importance in the city of Granada and the surrounding areas. And they also do a lot of, you know, walking tours around this city, sports activities with other students, just to ensure that they're really integrating into the community that they're a part of during their time here. The great thing about these activities, they're led by one of the university professors at the Center of Modern Languages. They're very educational, but they're also fun and engaging to the students on a social level. So they really get a little bit of everything there, and they don't have to think about anything. We organize it for them. All they have to do is go to the meeting point at the time indicated on their calendar. Later, housing is also included. They have many different options here, whether they choose to stay in a student residency, which is what we did last semester. We also offer housing with local Spanish families to offer kind of a boost on a cultural and linguistic level for the student. So it includes the services you can see here. Again, the study abroad program, the goal is to allow the student to learn here in all aspects without having to worry about other problems. They don't have to worry about their housing, their health insurance, their activities. Everything is set for them. They just have to come, learn, and enjoy themselves. These are several different programs that they can participate in on an extracurricular level. Students normally are engaged in all of them. We have students doing things in all of these right now. The weekly language exchange is open to students from all over the city, so therefore students from all over the world. You can do a one-on-one mentor program, volunteer programs, sports programs. If you're musically inclined, they can participate in the university musical options. So great things for them to really get integrated into what's here. And I tried to reduce that as much as possible to be concise and kind of make the information more accessible to everybody. Here you can find the contact information to our office, the Study Abroad office. That email is coordinated by myself and Maria Jose. My personal email, and of course the website where you can find further information on anything that we've shared here today on behalf of the CLM. So I will leave the presentation as that and come back to, let's see, here we go, come back to the meeting. So, shukran, again, gracias, thank you from Granada. I hope that the information was interesting and accessible to all of you. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We are more than happy to get back to you and answer any of them.
Thank you very much, Cassandra, and also for all of the speakers from University of Granada, Dr. Blanco, Jose Antonio, and also Francis, for the very comprehensive information for us. And I believe that some of our proposed collaborative activities later on have already been addressed quite well during your presentation. So we started from the general overview of the internationalization of University of Granada, and then some potential collaborations in the future from the perspective of Erasmus Plus program, and then from Modern Center of Language in Granada and study abroad program. So thank you very much. And now we are moving to the next agenda, which is a discussion. we received one proposal. We hope we didn't miss any other proposal from our colleague from Universitas Muhammadiyah Malang, who might later on present that by himself to you, and the discussion will be, we are going to discuss about the potential collaborations not only by Universitas Ahmadlan, but also by the other universities in Indonesia who are attending the event today in the Zoom. So I'd like to invite our colleagues to prepare for the feedback, comments, concerns, questions to our speakers from University of Granada, both via direct questions. You can click on the raise hand up button, and also via the chat box. And if you have any link and also proposals that you are going to present to University of Granada, you could also share that on the in the chat box. I can see that there is quite active communication, question and answer session in the chat box. Thank you very much for the active participation in the chat box. But kindly allow me to present very brief proposed collaborations from Universitas Ahmadlan before I give the floor to my other colleagues from universities in Indonesia. Okay, so. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can.
All right, thank you. So I think I will not go to the slideshow one because sometimes it's not working, but I will try. It takes time. Okay, I'll repeat that once again. Sorry for the technical problem here. Okay, I hope you can see my screen now. So this is our proposed collaboration with University of Granada from Universitas Ahmadlan in the initial phase. So first of all, I'd like to show. Okay, so this is the certificate, the award given to University of Granada, Spain, as the best host universities in the last ISMA program in 2021. So for the second time, congratulations to University of Granada to be the best host university for ISMA program. And this is our connection with University of Granada. So we start the collaboration under Erasmus Plus program in capacity building of higher education 2021 up to 2024 with the topic of Indonesian higher education leadership or I-HighLead with Rodrigo Martin Rojas and his team from business administration and management. And another one is under ISMA 2021 with Arifin. We call him Arifin actually, not Muhammad, from English Education Department, and he has been a very impressive ambassador of University of Granada at Universitas Ahmadlan. So this is Rodrigo. I'm not sure whether you know him. He's from business administration and management. And this is during our meeting under Erasmus Plus project. And this is your ambassador here, Arifin. He has introduced about Granada and also University of Granada to the community in Universitas Ahmadlan. And this is our proposed collaborations from Universitas Ahmadlan in the initial phase. I believe some of these proposed collaborations are also going to be proposed by our other colleagues from Indonesian universities. So the first one is ISMA Light program. So we are going to send our students to University of Granada outside of the ISMA scheme, if it's possible. So we are wondering to know how is the mechanism if we are going to send our students like what we have already done in ISMA. And the second one is the possibilities to be partnered in the International Credit Mobility project type KA171 that has been addressed very informatively by Jose Antonio a few minutes ago for students and also for the lecturers or the faculty members. And also we are going to on some online summer courses program inbound at Universitas Ahmadlan. So these are 3 of them. We have positive psychology and Islam, and we have machine learning, study case on PASI clustering on COVID-19 in Indonesia. We have Japanese herbal drinks, English for specific purposes. So these are the 3 online summer courses that we are going to offer to Granada, to UGR, to send your students on. It could be online for a couple of weeks, just to share experience with Universitas Ahmadlan. And also online course, credit bearing, non-credit bearing, sorry, typo outbound at UGR. If it's possible, we are going to send our students to take some courses there online during the pandemic. And also here we would like to invite speaker from UGR for our international conference, which will be held in 2022 in UAD TEFL International Conference with the general theme of the next English as foreign language education. I think it's quite relevant with modern Center of Modern Language, a modern language center from UGR. And also some of our students and also academics or faculty members are quite interested in learning about the Spanish course. If it is available online, we are going to discuss more with UGR about the possibility. And also, since we already have, one activity under Erasmus Plus program, we were wondering whether it is feasible and possible to, proceed with the formal agreement with University of Granada. I'm not quite sure whether it is easy or a bit challenging to have a formal agreement with such a big university from Spain. Yeah. So these are our proposed activities from Universitas Ahmadlan, and these are the brochures of the summer course, Positive Psychology in Islam, and this is the machine learning on COVID-19 cases in Indonesia, and this is Japanese herbal drinks. And from the last 4 or 3 days of ISMA partnership meetings with the other universities overseas, these are some of the proposed collaborations. We might hear later, this will be proposed by my colleagues from Indonesian universities. So like ISMA-like program, possibilities like to partner donors in the international credit mobility, visiting lecturer, online summer course, online internship, joint research, faculty exchange, student exchange are proposed by Universitas Muhammadiyah Malang. I have read their proposal, and we will send the proposal to you, and also ISMA consortium joint activity and so on. So thank you very much. That's all from Universitas Ahmadlan, and I'd like to give the chance for University of Granada to maybe respond to our proposal before I give the chance for the other universities to also discuss with you. Maybe Francis, Cassandra, or Jose Antonio, or even Dr. Blanco. Is there any response that you could?
So thank you, Ida,
yes, Francis.
From my side, we are more than happy to talk about these online courses in Spanish language, and we will be more than happy to participate in something like a new ISMA-like program. So because it was a very, very nice experience for us. Regarding the agreement, etc., I think Dr. Blanco is more indicated to respond, and as well as Jose Martinez as well. But from the side of the Center for Modern Languages, more than happy to collaborate and to put in motion all these things you proposed.
Thank you, Francis. Maybe Jose Antonio, you would like to add something?
Yes, please, thank you. Concerning the International Credit Mobility Program, the Erasmus Plus, it's a little late because we closed a few weeks ago the process of selecting potential partners. It's a pity because this meeting would take place in some 15 days ago. It could be possible. But anyway, we will take into account the University Ahmadlan and as well as any other potential partner for the next call. We will get in touch, get in contact in order to fulfill a declaration of interest for us to improve the quality of the next application. I hope that there will be funds for Asia enough for all the partners. That's what I have to say now. I cannot say anymore. Anyway, I think that a good relation begins with a memorandum of understanding, a framework to make any other agreements or conventions. So I think that Nacho can tell you more details about that. Nacho?
Thank you. Okay, but Jose Antonio was right. We from some years ago we decided to go through a framework agreement to work with all the institutions that we cooperate with, because our cooperation used to be so successful and and useful that we want to create some agreement that can cover different aspects. So first of all, we go for the framework agreement, Acuerdo Marco in Spanish, that runs from as minimum as 4 years. So that is amazing, and then they can be renewed and so on. And then when we decide which kind of individual cooperation we want to do, like mobility, like research and so on, we only have to make an amendment to this agreement. It's like putting an additional document there, but having the framework agreement is going to be very useful. I have to say that I saw this recommendation or wish coming from you with cooperating in fuzzy clustering with COVID data, because I'm a teacher at the computer science department, and also even my PhD, like a long 20 years ago, was in fuzzy logic and so on. So I'm connected to these specific topics, and I can look for the people in my department who can cooperate. I have to say that the research group is a very highly cited group of authors at the international level, so I can connect you specifically to them. But I have to say that as Jose Antonio said before, we sorry about that. So, but if the name of
I forgot to say that I another nickname like you.
Pepe. And even Francis, his name is Francisco Javier. As Francisco Javier or Jose, I cannot remember.
But
so Francis,
when we are with friends, we prefer the short version of the name.
Even in my case, even with new friends, with no so accustomed, but Dr. Blanco is, or Mr. Blanco is going to be perfect. So I have to say that I am going to help all of you in every individual things that you want to do with the university, and also with the framework agreements that you may subscribe with the University of Granada in cooperation with Jose Antonio, and also with Francis, of course.
I think that there is I think that the process is to sign a memorandum of agreement. I think this is the first step to go ahead with the collaboration.
The MOU, yeah, memorandum of understanding. Yep.
Of agreement, no?
It's an MOU, yeah.
MOU is of understanding, yeah.
Yeah.
And sorry, it was cruce de cables que se dice. And And I think this is the first step to go ahead with the collaboration.
Okay, Francis, thank you very much, and also Dr. Blanco. So I think I will just give the floor to my colleagues, yeah, because we are running out of time. So I invite my colleagues from the other Indonesian universities to directly discuss with our respected guests from University of Granada. You may raise up your hands, please. Anyone, or you may, Pak Ferry Setio Wibowo, please, dari
Yes,
UNS. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning to you. My name is Ferry Setio Wibowo. I'm from 11 Maret University or UNS. Last ISMA, also we sent several students to abroad, but because there is no MOU with Granada, maybe our student is not going there last ISMA. So how about how the step to have a MOU with the Granada from our side? Because I know that there's some steps that we have to take to make that MOU. And then the second one is how maybe we can make the next Erasmus Plus call for proposal. The other universities from Indonesia can be involved, specifically UNS maybe for this proposal. And also we in UNS we have several joint courses that we are so maybe how to get to your site to discuss this further collaboration. Thank you very much.
Yes, so 3 questions, step of MOU. Second one is another Erasmus call proposal. And the last one is about the joint courses, how to discuss with you directly. Maybe Pak Ferry, yeah?
Yes.
So please.
Yeah.
Yeah, Francis. Yeah.
Let me say that Ferry, it is not necessary to have the MOU to send your student to the University of Granada on the ISMA project. I think I'm not sure about the procedures of the Indonesian government to assignate every student to the host university, but it doesn't depend on the MOU, because we don't have MOU with all the Indonesian universities we had a student from in the last quarter, in the last autumn term.
Maybe Pak Ferry means is that if we are going to have like a new ISMA program.
Yes.
So
yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't know, Dr. Blanco, maybe you can explain about the procedure to sign an MOU.
Thank you, Francis. There are many possibilities. If you are going to cooperate in a new ISMA call at your country and so on, we could have some possibilities like sending or signing an MOU with the ISMA consortium. It will cover all the institutions at the same time, but I mean the numbers could be like covered by this specific MOU specifically. But if we want to run individually with each one of the institutions, like applying for the next KA 171, we should go for an individual MOU for each one of the institutions. I mean, like bilateral of that one. We can check any possibilities that you may be interested in. Of course, we can provide you with a kind of template for that to start a discussion with you if if it adapts to your needs, is adapt to our needs, and also to your legislation, our regulations and legislations, and so on. But there are many different possibilities that we can check, all of them, trying to find the best solution and the more fruitful solution for all of us, of course. But there are many possibilities. But of course, individual ones, University of Granada, with each one of the institutions is always a possibility. And of course, trying to check the possibility of the ISMA consortium as itself, it's also a possibility that has to be checked. It's a multilateral agreement instead of having an individual agreement, also a possibility to be checked.
Thank you, Dr. Blanco. Very clear information, and also, it's also our expectation to have a quite easy mechanism of having a formal agreement with the University of Granada. So there are two possibilities. The first is under ISMA consortium, and the second one is individual proposal, maybe under the Erasmus Plus project with the International Credit Mobility KA 171. And another question from Ferry. Pak Ferry is the joint courses. Pak Ferry, could you please clarify on that?
Yeah, I think that regarding the courses, I think that I will give you in the chat my email direction as well as the Cassandra's, because anything that you want to know about how to attend the courses, we will respond shortly, right? So I'm going to give you the information, I mean the email address in the chat, right? So please write us and we will respond very, very shortly.
Yeah, thank you, Francis. And I think Jose, Antonio, when is the next Erasmus call? Approximately around which month is it within this year?
Since the program is new, we are in the first call of the second stage of the program. It started in January. The call was open in January, and the next call will be in January to 2023.
Okay.
The resolution of the application will be published, we guess, we're not sure, around July. Around July, we will get the results and know how much money we have to finance the mobilities of students and staff. So hopefully we will contact our potential partners on November this year, in order for them to fulfill a declaration of interest with figures, facts, and the description, mission, and vision of the university, in order for us to write a good, high quality application. And we will submit the application in January 2023, and the results will be on July. Okay.
Thank you, Jose. And please, I invite another question from my colleagues from Indonesian universities. Oh yeah, Budian, please, from Universitas Islam Indonesia.
Thank you, Bu Ida. May I share my screen, Bu Ida?
Oh, sure.
Thank you very much. Good. I think now it's good afternoon, Francis, Jose, and Cassandra. It's nice to meet you and all partners from Indonesian universities and Bu Ida. Thank you very much for this good chance. My name is Dian Utami from Islamic University of Indonesia. And on the last fall, we have sent 5 students in the ISMA programs, the University of Granada. We have Taskia and also Ulil. I think, Cassandra, you know that. I saw the picture of them.
Yes, they were wonderful and we missed them very much.
Thank you, Cassandra. So allow me to share my short presentation that I would like to propose. Belum bisa, Bu?
Mbak Nurun, please.
Okay.
Help.
So we have actually the students have a good experience with the University of Granada in the ISMA program, and we take this as a good chance to propose the initiate cooperation between University of Granada and Universitas Islam Indonesia. Pardon. And this is just a short proposal that we would like to offer you. So, my capacity is I'm serving as the Director of Partnership and International Affairs, and this is my email. And this is our quick statistics in the University of Islamic University of Indonesia, that we have 8 faculties, 25 undergraduate programs, 12 master programs, 4 diploma, 3 professional programs, and 4 doctorate programs. And our students, we have now 28,000 students, and 4% are international students. And this is our undergraduate degree programs taught in English. We have around 13 undergraduate degree programs in English. And I have seen in your website as well, and we would like to propose of initiate cooperations for the reciprocal mobility programs, such as virtual or maybe not virtual when possible, short courses or cultural programs. We had also some cultural program with some partners in Asia and also in Europe. Last time we had international festival, like cultural international festival, and we would like to arrange this with you as well. And international credit transfer. This program actually offered usually by the Ministry of Education, and PUIDA part of this as well. And last year we did this virtually, but we are still to know whether it's possible to start to do this with your university, with Granada, maybe this year or next year, and also the double degree programs. And we propose some study programs to conduct the double degree programs reciprocally with law faculty, pharmacy, architecture, chemical engineering, industrial engineering, and computer science, because their study programs are taught in English. So this is our offer. And I would like to get your positive response of this. Maybe we can do like starting with the memorandum of understanding. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bu Ida.
Brilliant, thank you very much. Please, there any response from University of Granada with Universitas Islam Indonesia's proposal? Maybe Dr. Blanco, are you still here with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Okay, very interesting in all your proposals, and we are open to any cooperation in all the individual fields that you may have, of course. So if you want to, I don't know if I have shared my email address with you in the chat. I shared individually with some of the attendants who were interested. I'm going to share with you, and of course we are going to send all your proposals to the individual departments, faculties, and so on, who may be interested in cooperating, and put you in contact so we can find the best idea for them. Of course, all your proposals are the same field of interests and also the fields of knowledge that we are covering in the university. So it's going to be a possibility to cooperate with you. So thank you very much.
One of them
is mine, so I'm going to do my best effort to find the best accommodation for the proposal.
Thank you very much. Would you please or kindly write your email? I think we haven't had. Thank you.
I'm doing right now.
Okay, thank you very much. Gracias.
Okay, so I'd like to invite the third colleague from Indonesian universities who would like to share the proposed collaborations to UGR. From Universitas Muhammadiyah Malang, is there any representative? Because I received their proposal.
Yes.
Oh, Dimas, Mas Dimas or Pak
Yes,
Dimas?
Bu Ida.
Yes, please.
Bu Ida. Yeah, thank you, Bu Ida, for the time. Greetings from UMM, University of Muhammadiyah Malang. So basically, our concern is like already mentioned previously about the international credit mobility project under Erasmus Plus. Because of course, we are interested to join, also participated with your university under the project, but as Mr. Jose Antonio said, that already like a bit late. It's a pity because we need to basically propose you on November. But for your information, probably yes, of course, we consider to propose with your university in the next call, of course, in November. And for your information as well, our university, UMM, we already have like the same program. Previously, it's called like KA 107, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right, Dr. Jose?
171.
Yeah, and then of course we already have the experience with this kind of project because until at the moment we have around 11 partner university which run the international credit mobility program. So it's also will be nice if we could add our partner university, of course, with your respective University of Granada. Hopefully we can do the collaborations under this project. Thank you.
Pak Dimas. Thank you very much. Any response from the GR? Okay, Dr. Blanco again.
No, I think I was going to say, Pepe,
Yes.
you has been mentioned by KA 107 and KA. This is the former program, and KA 171, that is the new one. So it's up to you, Pepe, to say something.
Yes, I'm not sure because I'm not sure to have understood the question. Sorry for my bad English. Could you please, Nacho, tell me in a short Spanish what was the question?
Well, it's not about with the English. Sorry, Dimas, it was my problem. I was trying to put all my mail addresses in the chat and try to organize the idea. So can you please repeat the question?
Okay, thank you. Yes, of course, thank you, Dr. Blanco. So basically, Jose, like we would like to inform you first that we already have the experience with the International Credit Mobility Program under Erasmus. At the moment, we already have like 11 partner universities spread across of the Europe. Of course, it would be great if we can also include your university as one of our partner university for the next call. So hopefully in November, probably I would like to send our propose to your university to be one of the partner as well from Indonesia. I don't know if do you have already partner from Indonesia for the project?
Yes, I think I have understood already. I can answer. Yes, formally the program was called 107, as you know. The program was very, very successful, and the new program 171 is similar but not the same because the applications formally was country by country. We submit in the last 5 years 60 applications to the national agency every year, one application for each country. Now, fortunately, are for regions. We submit only 12 because 12 regions in the world. The program is similar, and also the program is independent of the signature of a MOU, of a memorandum of understanding. There's no need to make a memorandum of understanding. I have put in the chat two address of email in order for you, for any institution interested in to be included in our application for the next call, and we will be pleasant to study this. To study this is a somewhat complex procedure because since we are a very big university, due to the big volume of the university, everything is structured. We have a team of regional advisors who has to study the convenience of the pertinence of including a partner. Then the proposal is submitted to the internationalization team. Then finally we send a declaration form, a declaration of interest to the partner for him to fulfill. And finally, we have to decide which partners are to be included. Normally, almost all of them to the application. But sadly, in July, it comes the resolution. And the resolution normally gives very few money. In Latin America, 10% of required. In Asia, 25% of required. The general politics of the European Union in this new program is to send almost all the money to Africa. 26% of the global budget is dedicated to Africa, to sub-Saharan Africa, not for the Mediterranean, but for the sub-Saharan Africa. It's a policy of the European Union. So we are not expecting to be very successful in other regions. All the money will be, almost all the money will be to Africa. So we don't know what to expect in Asia, in Russia, in Latin America, or in many other regions. We will see. In the meanwhile, the only thing that we can see is, please write to us. We will include any potential partner in our application, and we will hope what will happen. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Jose.
Thank you.
Okay, Pak Dimas. Okay. So is there any other colleague who would like to give any questions or to discuss? I can see that in the chat box, Universitas Muhammadiyah Surakarta, our good friend as well, already sent the file. I think it's is it a proposal or it's a profile, yeah, profile of Universitas Muhammadiyah Surakarta, and I believe the attendees today will send emails to you to follow up the discussions that we have already got today. Yeah, Pak Wahyu from ITS, please.
Yeah, thank you so much, Wida. Can you hear my voice, Ibu?
Very perfect.
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much, Professor Ignacio, Professor Jose Antonio, Professor Francis, and also Ms. Cassandra. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Wahyu. I'm from the Institute Technology School November of ITS Surabaya, Indonesia. So one of my students actually also accepted in your during the ISMA program. The namely is Joseph Eric Amadio, which is, I believe you know him because he's the only one who coming back late, yeah, because got positive COVID in the last minute. Yeah, but thank you so much for first of all, thank you so much on behalf of ITS for taking care of Eric. Yeah, Joseph Eric. I know it's easy. It's not easy, but thank you for be patient with my student. So I believe that you already received so many proposals, yeah, which is we also, of course, we are very interested that mostly commonly if our proposal from ITS Surabaya Indonesia is quite same, but in here on behalf of my director, Professor Maria Antasari, would like to extend maybe in the easy way from us from ITS, because I saw that Professor Ignacio's sent his email, and I quick check in Google Scholar, and surprisingly, fortunately, we actually holding like online guest lecture, Professor Ignacio. So maybe it's the easy way. Do you think is there any possibility from our University in Indonesia, especially from ITS, to would like invite you, for example, to become a speaker in our guest lecturer? So maybe you will know as well our university through when you join of the online guest lecturer. So one of our guest lecturer is Brad is namely GLS on SDGs. So we are focusing in SDGs program science. Our university is got PHE impact ranking #1 in Indonesia as well. So we keep of our program. So I just want to ask permission, if you don't mind, later my college will send you the detail about the lecturer, because I saw that your Google Scholar is quite interesting that some topic that we are proposing in March and April, Professor Ignacio, then which is I believe that maybe the starting point online meeting on online guest lecturer is still easy to know, yeah, slowly, yeah. I'm sure when we open the partnership, you also maybe have some opinion or something. So at least through this program we can start think of our relationship slowly. So that's only my proposal, Professor Christian and Vida. Thank you so much for allowing me to inform of our proposal. Thank you.
Sure, Pak Wahyu. Is there any response from our colleagues from the University of Granada for the proposal from ITS?
No problem at all. We are open. My department is integrated by 85 people with a lot of people in very various range of, and of course my faculty, but also my university. So we are going to have the most people that we may have to cooperate with your institution. So please send it to me and I'm going to find the best way to cooperate with you.
Thank you so much, Professor Ignacio. We will see. We will send very quickly. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Wahyu. Yes. So I think it's 3 minutes more to go until we reach our 2 hours discussion. I think it's not wise to continue any longer because, you know, in a couple of minutes we have the call for Maghrib prayer, if you're familiar with that, for Islamic, you know, for Muslims. And well, if I will give one more chance, if still there is still, you know, anyone who would like to give any comments. Okay, no more. So I think we are going to reach the very end of our discussion today. We had a very productive and fruitful discussion, and some of the potential collaborations that we have already discussed within the Indonesian ISMA consortium is, amongst others, the first one is the possibility to join the International Credit Mobility under the Erasmus Plus project for this year in November 2022. AK 171, and then for UAD, maybe we are going to invite Dr. Blanco for one of our online summer course, because you have, you know, we are very lucky because your field is very relevant to this summer course program, and you know, Pazi COVID-19. And then another one is guest lecturer, quite simple actually, the proposal from ITS that this is I think the most possible one and the most feasible one to be conducted in the near future. And Spanish course online, online Spanish course, we are going to discuss with you further on that. And the last but not least is the possibility to have an MOU under the ISMA consortium if you are going to have a ISMA-like program. You know, we don't know until when the policy of ISMA is going to be granted by the ministry. So we're not supposed to take it for granted. So, you know, the ISMA program has triggered us to have this foundation, and then later on we have to be independent to continue, you know, the ISMA program in the future, even though without government's support anymore. So I think that's pretty much it with the brief resume of our potential collaborative activities in the future. Our respectable speakers and participants, the meeting is about is about to come to the very end, and I'd like to invite you to give a big round virtual applause to all of the speakers from University of Granada, and for their sharing on the possibility of potential collaborations in the future. On behalf of the committee from Universitas Ahmadlan, we'd like to extend our deepest gratitude and appreciation for your support and also participation. Hopefully there will be follow-ups after this and more collaborative discussions from the attendees in our Zoom meeting with University of Granada under the ISMA consortium. And I'd like to thank you very much for all of the participants for your active participation during the discussion, and also for our speakers. We wish you the best of luck for the initiation of collaborations with University of Granada. Thank you very much. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Muchísimas gracias.
Muy bien.
And terima kasih banyak Bapak dan Ibu. See you in another event. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, everybody. See you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Jose, Antonio, Francis, Cassandra, thank you very
Bye.
much. Ya,
See you.
ya, bye-bye. Terima
Bye-bye.
kasih banyak Bapak dan Ibu.
Terima kasih, Bu
Makasih Bu
Ida.
Ida.
Sama-sama.
Terima kasih, Wida.
Sama.